Good morning, it's Maggie. So, excuse me, today I want to talk about the cash savings wallet that I have been using for a long time, and you know the one I'm talking about. It's sort of a corally pink one. I've had, I don't know, quite a long time anyway. So previous to buying this one, I had been looking at different colours when they first came out, and I believe I picked up another one. So this was the original one I had, which is the ginger brown colour, and it's the same brand, CHRESURY. But you know how a couple of weeks ago I said that I was looking at something different, going a bit smaller? So I decided nothing that I have really works with what I'm trying to achieve, which is staying with cash. I'm not a fan. Occasionally, some things you have to pay with card because they don't do cash and they don't have a physical shop, so you have to pay online. But for most things, I can pay with cash, and that's what I'm trying to stay with, because I'm not a fan of cashless society at all, because I believe that it takes people's choices away. So I've been looking for another wallet to sort of change this one. I've had this a long time and I will keep it. I'm not getting rid of it, but I'll probably go back to it at some point, but just to give me a bit of a change. But I couldn't find anything that would even remotely set out things as clearly as this one does. This one is actually really well made. It's well thought out and actually well designed. So I decided, rather than change the wallet style, the wallet size, I'm just going to go change the color. So for summer, that's what I'm going to do. So consequently, I'll show you what I've done in a minute, but we're going to change everything from this one into this one. And it's pretty much new to me. I think I've tried my stuff in it and put it away because I loved the pink. But we're going to change everything from that one into this one. So let's get started. So I'm going to pop you down and hopefully you'll stay there. Perfect. So that's our old one. So I'm going to pull all the money out. I've pulled the cards out already. Just going to put the money here because then I'll pop it all back when I'm finished. Got this little tray here which sort of suffices to do the money thing. I'll take this out, take my bank thing out. Let's have a look. There's coins in here, so I'll just whip them out. Hope you've all been really well. And I know that I spend too much time worrying about, setting things up, but that's my world, and I sort of try to be organized as much as possible. Organization in the chaos. So that's now empty. So I'm just going to pop that aside. I'm just going to check all those compartments because there's a few. Now what I'm going to do is I'll go to this new one, and it's quite firm because I haven't used it. So same applies. It's got the strap. You can take that off if you don't want to use it. We'll take it off for a little while just so we can see what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is pop the change in first. And it's not my pay week, so I'm not going to take all the coins out. I just leave them in there until my pay week. And if you're wondering what these are tokens for when you go shopping and you have a trolley. If you don't have the money on you, like a $2 coin or whatever, I've bought a token and you just put those in. Then you get it back when you take your trolley, finish that, when you've done your shopping. So I'm not going to do the food yet, the cash. I'm going to do this. I'm going to pop my cards in, get them all as I like them, organized, because it's nice to be organized. That's one of the beauties of this wallet. Put all those over here because I've got a few cards and I try to group them together as much as possible. This peekaboo section, I shouldn't have done that, should I? This peekaboo section here, because I don't have a driving license, because I don't drive a car. I'm going to pop my ID in there and just cover it over. You don't need to see that. Then we continue with our popping these in. These are for the cinema because we have a big cinema close to us and we go there occasionally, not very often, and I hold on to my husband's card because he loses them. Anyway, it doesn't matter, it's all good. That's that. And then these last two, and that pretty much fills up all those areas. So there you go. And then you've got areas behind, again here, and as I said, on the same as the other one, but I'm not using those at the moment. For me, the magic all happens in here. So because this is new, I've got no, where the petitions are, I've got no labels or anything. So I'm going to take out the ones from here because I do have them. I need to put my glasses on to see these. So I have miscellaneous. So and these were just, you know, the label makers. I just did that, but didn't take the sticky off. So we're going to put miscellaneous back here. Receipts, definitely, because I try to keep my receipts in one place. Otherwise, it gets a little confusing. So that's going to go right. No, actually, what we'll do is, yes, that will do there. That will be fine. Pop it at the last little one. So I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you that in a minute, but there. I'll show you in a minute. Then we've got spend. Spend is important because that is personal spend as well as anything else I need. Like if I'm going to buy, I used to have one for shoes and clothing and shoes and all that sort of stuff, but I don't. I just put it in spend now. I've got coffee because I like my coffee. I'll just pop that off camera. Here it is. Coffee. I'll pop that in. Dexterity is not great anymore, but it's there. And the last one I'm going to use is shopping, and that covers that category that I just talked about, whether it's clothing, whether it's food, any extra food, because groceries are in a different category for me. But if I want to go shopping and buy stuff, that's what I put the money into. So I know it's for anything else that I haven't budgeted for in my spend. So we've got spend, coffee, shopping, miscellaneous, and receipts. And they're my categories. So if I sand that out, you'll see them all. That's how it works, and that's really, really simple. I'm just going to put the grocery run behind the shopping because in case I need to change it at all. And that's the beauty of this. You can, because you can make your own little stickers or labels, you can change that and pop them in these little plastic inserts there because it's your wallet. You can do what you like. So here we go. So back to what I was doing. I had $50 in spend, which I'm going to put back. I didn't have anything in coffee because I had a coffee out, but I'm going to put $5 that was in my wallet randomly back into coffee. Shopping has nothing. Miscellaneous has $10. So I'm going to put, that's the Australian money just to show you. There you go. It's a $10 note. So miscellaneous will have 10, and that's everybody at the moment. So I'm putting back my bank thing, which will go back into the back section, which is where it lived in my other wallet, and a gorgeous little notebook, which I always use, and that's a phone number. So that's simple as that. Very simple. Now it's chunked out because it's choppers, but it won't always be. And that's my CHRESURY wallet. So again, if you don't want to use, I always use the one on here because it was easy to grab in my bag. But you don't have to use it, but I prefer to keep them together. So I'm going to pop it back on. And the little tab ring, the D ring here, is where it goes. So I'm going to stick that back on, and the wallet is complete. Now, the lady's name is Kemma, who owns this company. You'll find her on Etsy, and the brand is CHRESURY. Sounds like treasury, but it's pronounced that. But the spelling is CHRESURY. So jump on there and grab yours. They're $110 Australian. So if you live in the United States, for example, it'll be cheaper because the convert rate from Australian dollars to American dollars, I think, is you're slightly ahead. So grab yours. And I know they have this color, which is the ginger brown, which I love. And it's different to my other one because that was more pinky, corally pink. But this one's definitely a ginger brown. And then they have a black and they have, I think, a beige blush. So that's my CHRESURY wallet that I'm going to use from now on. I can't get past these wallets because, you know, even with all that stuff in it, and it is chockers, I've got a lot in there, it still feels really good. It's not heavy. Throwing that in your tote bag or your bag is, to me, is just everything because it's all in one place. You don't have everything rolling around in different little receptacles. It's here. So that's what we've done. Now, to match that, and I try to match as possible, as close as possible, because I had a different wallet for my sinking funds, but I've tried to get them as close as possible. This is an old folder I had from ages ago, and I just put it away, so because I was using something else. So I've got all my sinking funds now in there. And it's kept it simple because I've only got two things. I've got this and that. I'm not one for having, I have to be honest, I used to have loads of folders, and it got to the stage where none of them were getting very filled because I only have a certain amount of money, and I've sort of said that before in the past. So now I stick to one, and at the outside, I do have a challenge one, but that's only for coins, and that's on my Tuesday one. That's just to, and I don't do it all the time. It's only when I've got lots of loose coins that I can use up and try to keep my challenges going, because the most important part is to make sure I have money every day in my wallet and in my sinking funds. They're the places that need to be always looked after first. But the challenges are important too, because if you don't touch that money, you put in the smaller amounts, and that's why I picked the smaller amounts, you're less likely to go in there looking for money. So that's the whole point. It's about discipline, and disciplining myself not to, you know, take out from unless there was an emergency, which, you know, touch wood, there isn't. So this is my now sinking funds, and you've seen all these before. They're just the same ones. I just moved them into a different folder. So I've got the eating out, the save, grandchildren, because I give them a little bit of pocket money for their bank, Christmas, and Christmas is coming. I've already started buying Christmas shopping, believe it or not. It's amazing, but I decided to be on the front foot this year and get onto it. So I've been buying bits and pieces which I'll put together at the end for everyone. So that one's gifts, which is there's nothing in. Got a birthday's coming up, and Maggie. Birthday's coming up, but you know, as soon as I have them, I spend the money and that's it. So that's that. So I think that's a reasonable match. Looks pretty good together. So I just wanted to pop in and tell you that I've changed now, and I was going to go to a different wallet, but I decided not to. I decided to jump into my CHRESURY wallet, which is beautiful, in the ginger brown for summer. And probably for the next, you know, I'm not going to say when or not. I've always got this one to go back to, but I'm happy in this one. So having said all that, I'll pop myself back up here. Here I am. I will catch up with you again very soon. Take care of yourself and have a great week ahead. Bye for now.